Every summer, millions of homeowners quietly throw money out the window, and they have no idea they are doing it. We are not talking about leaving lights on or running the dishwasher too often. We are talking about 5 specific mistakes that cause your air conditioning system to work 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times harder than it needs to, and your utility company is the only one celebrating. By the time this video is over, you are going to know exactly what to stop doing, and in most cases, fixing these mistakes costs nothing at all. Let us get into it. My name is James, and over the past decade, I have spent a lot of time studying home energy systems, talking to cooling technicians, and watching homeowners overpay for comfort they should already have. None of what I'm about to share requires you to be handy, spend money on upgrades, or hire anyone. This is about smarter habits that pay you back every single month on your energy bill. Mistake number 1, setting your thermostat to the lowest possible temperature to cool down faster. This is one of the most widespread misconceptions about how residential cooling systems actually work. Most people assume that if they set the thermostat to 60 degrees instead of 74, the cool air will arrive faster and the room will chill down quicker. That is not how it works at all. Your air conditioning system has exactly one speed in most homes. It runs at full power or it does not run at all. Setting the temperature lower does not make it blow colder air or work faster. It just means the system will run longer before it shuts off. So if you come home to a hot house and crank the thermostat down to 60, you are not getting cool air any sooner. You are just committing your system to an extremely long run cycle that wastes energy and puts unnecessary wear on the compressor. What you should do instead, set it to the temperature you actually want and walk away. If you want 73 degrees, set it to 73. Your system will reach that point in the same amount of time regardless of what number you dial in. The only difference is how long it keeps running after that. And if you forgot to adjust it before you fell asleep, that difference can be significant. Mistake number 2, keeping every vent in the house open, even in rooms you never use. There is a long-standing piece of home advice that says closing vents in unused rooms saves energy because you are redirecting cool air where it is needed. And so, thinking they are being smart, some homeowners close every vent in the guest room, the storage room, the laundry room, wherever people are not spending time. But here's the problem. The other group of homeowners, those who heard that closing vents is bad, keeps every single vent wide open, including rooms that sit empty all day. Both approaches have a flaw. The real issue is that your duct system was designed for a specific amount of airflow resistance. When you dramatically restrict that flow by closing many vents, you create excess pressure that causes your system to work harder, strain the blower motor, and in some cases, actually allow warm air to leak into your ducts through small gaps. On the other hand, pushing conditioned air into a room nobody is in all day is simply wasted effort. The smarter approach is balance. Keep the majority of your vents open, especially in rooms where the thermostat is located. If you want to partially adjust airflow, limit closures to 1 or 2 rooms at most, and never close more than 20% of your total vents at once. You want your system breathing freely. Mistake number 3, ignoring the area around your outdoor unit. Walk outside right now and look at your outdoor cooling unit, the large metal box that sits beside or behind your home. Now look at what is growing around it. If there are shrubs within a foot or 2 of the unit, if leaves and debris have collected around the base, if the top of the unit has branches hanging over it, your system is being quietly suffocated. That outdoor unit's entire job is to release heat from inside your home into the outside air. It does this by pulling enormous amounts of outside air across its coils. When airflow around the unit is restricted, it cannot dump heat efficiently, and your system runs longer and hotter to compensate. Studies from utility research groups consistently show that an outdoor unit operating in a cramped, blocked environment can lose 10 to 25% of its efficiency, sometimes more in extreme cases. The fix is simple and free. Clear a minimum of 2 feet of open space on all sides of the unit. Remove any debris, dead leaves, or grass clippings that have collected at the base. Trim back any vegetation that has crept close. And if your unit sits in direct, uninterrupted afternoon sun, even a simple shade structure placed several feet away, never directly over or touching the unit, can make a measurable difference. Mistake number 4. Running large heat-producing appliances during the hottest part of the day. Your air conditioning system is in a constant battle against the heat inside your home. Everything that produces heat, your oven, your clothes dryer, your dishwasher, even a large load of running lamps, is working against your system and forcing it to run more to compensate. Most homeowners think about this in winter when they want that warmth, but in summer, running your oven at 400 degrees for an hour while your cooling system is trying to keep the house at 72 is like bailing a boat while someone else opens a valve in the bottom. Here is what is interesting. The hottest part of the day is typically between noon and around 5 in the afternoon, depending on your climate. Your home absorbs the most solar heat during that window. Running your oven, dryer, or dishwasher during those hours stacks additional heat load on top of peak outdoor temperatures, the worst possible combination for your energy bill. The adjustment is surprisingly painless. Shift your heavy appliance use to the morning or the evening. Run the dishwasher before bed. Do your laundry early in the day before the afternoon heat builds. Cook outside on a grill, use a slow cooker, or prepare cold meals on the hottest days. These small timing shifts can reduce the workload on your cooling system during its hardest hours of the day. Mistake number 5. Neglecting your air filter until it becomes obviously dirty. Of all the mistakes on this list, this one is the most quietly destructive because it happens gradually, and by the time most homeowners notice a problem, the damage has already been done. Your cooling system pulls air from your home through a return duct, passes it across a cold coil to remove heat and humidity, and then pushes the conditioned air back out through your vents. The filter sits at the entry point of that process, and its job is to catch dust, pet dander, pollen, and other particles before they coat your internal components. When that filter gets clogged, and in a busy household with pets, it can happen in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. Your system has to strain to pull air through the restriction. Reduced airflow means the cold coil gets too cold, sometimes to the point of freezing over. A frozen coil cannot absorb heat. A system that cannot absorb heat runs continuously without cooling anything. And a system that runs continuously without doing its job is headed toward a very expensive breakdown. The solution is almost embarrassingly simple. Check your filter once a month. Hold it up to a light source. If you cannot see light passing through it clearly, replace it. Basic filters are inexpensive. A compressor replacement is not. If your home has multiple return vents, check every filter location. Some homes have secondary filters that homeowners forget exist entirely. So there you have it. 5 mistakes that are almost certainly costing homeowners real money every single summer, and most people never connect the habits to the bills. To recap, stop trying to cool your home faster by dropping the thermostat to extreme temperatures. Be thoughtful about how many vents you close. Keep the area around your outdoor unit clear and breathing. Shift heat-producing appliances to cooler parts of the day. And check your air filter every single month without waiting until it looks terrible. None of this requires spending money. All of it requires paying a little attention. And that attention, compounded over an entire summer, shows up as real savings on your utility statement. If you found this useful, Subscribe so you do not miss the next one. We cover home systems, energy efficiency, and practical ways to keep more money in your pocket. Drop a comment below and let me know which mistake surprised you the most. I read every one. See you in the next video.